Alright, so, yeah, some of these I'm not going to be able to do because I don't have the Spectre level, but to give you some idea. So yeah, you get this automatically with the whatever that DLC was. I got these guns, honestly, I haven't used them that much, but they seem pretty bad. I would not recommend. You got, like, this guy. That's single action. Okay, so I'm pulling the trigger again. It's like an old Western movie, right? Where you gotta... That was an innovation. The double action where you could just pull the trigger. So it's like, this is a throwback to that. This is a single action revolver. And so you're thinking, wow, that seems really tough. So you gotta just carefully aim it, right? That's not going to work. This thing has terrible aim. It's from the 1800s. You're not going to be able to hit shit with it. You know, maybe if you get really lucky some of the time. But yeah, it's a disaster. This one, whoop. This one seems pretty good. I find the action to be a little awkward. But it just feels like it would do a lot of damage, you know what I mean? It's got the nice rail up there. This is the one I find most tempting to use, but I find it a little awkward too. Like, I think I would need to learn how to get the lever action right. This thing, I don't know what's going on with this thing, because, like, how do I reload this, you know? Now what? It's very confusing. I haven't learned it yet. You're gonna shoot the route, you're gonna shoot your eye out, God. I heard you could fan the Colt. Oh, that's awesome. Can you really? Maybe there's something to it that I don't understand. Okay, what else is there? What else? Let's see. Oh, we got this thing. How could you not love this? I would not want to spend the money just on this one, just for what's in here, personally. Let's go through the other ones. This is like, I think this is from like some old wipe or something. I never use it, but I mean, it's fun. It's fun that it exists. It's pretty cheap too, huh? Yeah, I should use this thing. Look at this. For 3,000 I could go in with this? That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's actually quite good. Especially put a suppressor on there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to consider that. I didn't realize how cheap they had that in there. Let's see. Nuclear Knight, that's just a skinned M4. Same here, the one-shot M4. You can also get that by buying gum. The Deagle, can't get that so you level up, but it's just a regular Deagle. Getting to the John Wick guns. Now, this is the stuff that I find to be the most fun, personally, and probably the closest to pay-to-win, although I don't think that any of it's really pay-to-win. So you got this thing, the Wakasashi. This thing, I think, is a little overpowered because you do have a little spot to put it right here. And you don't have any other item. If you don't have this DLC, you don't have any other item that goes here. So I don't really use this a lot, but theoretically, this could just be part of your normal loadout. It's just like a knife. And you can have an extra thing to go for if you run out of ammo or something like that. And it is pretty effective. I've done runs where I just have this and run around, and you definitely get kills with it. It's pretty fun. Alright, the John Wick Glock. This is just a normal Glock. But it does look cool, though. I like putting the other magazines in it, too. You know, mixing and matching the mags. That's kind of fun. There's no real pay to win with this one. This is just a Glock, but it's, you know, it's a fun Glock. This is these both take a few extra rounds than the counterparts do. But it doesn't really feel like a huge advantage. This is not as good as the Sega. It is fun to use, though. So yeah, it's mostly just cosmetic type stuff. The MBX, it's good. I don't think it's actually better than, say, like an AK Alpha or even like an AK-74, to be perfectly honest. But I mean, maybe it's probably right on the line for that. And I can't remember the price, but I think it's pretty cheap too. Small magazines, though. Once again, this stuff is just skinned. I really like the skins for this one, though. This was, honestly, these are the skins that probably convinced me to buy the most. It's like, look at this shit. Sometimes you're just running around with it, especially like this with the vector mag in it. I think that's a really nice look. But there's no pay to win with this one. Just looks cool. Same with the AK. I think maybe, do you get the helmet cheaper? Is that it? I don't think it is even cheaper. You don't get it till level 5. Get some goofy looking stuff. You know, a backpack that really sticks out. They're fun, you know, if you want something different, but they all kind of feel like that. Minor things that feel like slight advantages. You know, things like this Glock is nice. This extra, you know, slightly bigger mag is nice to be able to use, even with the other Glocks. Stuff like that. A few extra bullets. You know, having the Wakizashi. But at the same time, you could just have a normal Glock. You could just have a normal knife, and it would be pretty similar. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much covers it. I think that's all the weapons here that I went through, at least the ones I have access to. But yeah, they're fun. They're fun for cosmetic items, and they do release a lot of them. It seems like they come out pretty often. I don't know if there's still some kind of like thing you can get where you get all of them or not. If they do another one of those deals, I would say it would be worth that. Short of that, I don't feel like you're really missing that much if you hold out. Like, I don't know. That's hopefully gives you some like broad idea of what the different ones are. There's probably stuff over in these other categories too, but that's most of the DLC stuff over there. There was, in this update, I don't know if this is part of the DLC, there was another revolver that was added. I like this one way better. If you can get this one, use this. This is double action. See, you just keep shooting instead of having to do, whoops, this every time. Much less tedious. I get the idea that this is going to do more damage too, and it's actually accurate.